This is Agent 47. Hello, Mr. Freeze 2244.
It is December 18th, 2018, and today there's been an update for Hitman 2, patch 1.05. It might say different in the patch notes, 2.12 or whatever the hell I want to call it, but it is 1.05 for PS4. They've completely skipped 1.04, but I don't know why they come up with these different numbers, and even though it's not what it is. Anyway, it's not important. What's important is there's a massive update that came out today with Hitman 2, that is. And it apparently fixed a number of problems within Hitman. But did it fix the problems that people have been mentioning? No, not really. When it comes to the trespassing system, you'll find out what happens at the end of this video, end of this clip I should say. But in regards to anything else, there's been a few fixes, but nothing really major when it comes to it. And I'll take you through the patch notes now. I'll let the clip play on after. But some big things are still still very much an issue within the Hitman 2 game. I mean, they've even changed small things like the clock at the top of the screen there, but I don't know why they've changed the font of that. But anyway, let's just get into this properly because I'm talking shit. Right, patch notes. It says overall game improvements. We've made hundreds of improvements, fixes and tweaks to the entire game across all disciplines. These improvements will greatly improve the experience of Hitman 2. We've listed the standout highlights below. First of all, they're bringing back Holiday Hoarders for the third year running, and what it is basically is a bonus Christmas mission you get in Paris. And if you got the Legacy Pack in Hitman 2, this is available for you. It's free, and if you complete with all the challenges within that, you'll get the Santa 47 suit. I thought it was going to, well, it's my own fault for thinking that it was going to be something new. Obviously they're just going to keep rehashing the same shit every year, but this is what they tend to do these days. But anyway, that's the Holiday Hoarder stuff that's going to be coming back out today. I've also got all the guides covered for it already, so check out that if you want to go and search for those challenges. I've already got them all covered for you. Next up is another feature they're adding, is going to be featured content rewards. They're going to start giving you new rewards for each tier of completing a number of contracts. I'm assuming that's because not many people play them, really. So they're bringing in new featured contracts every month or so, I think 5 a month or something, and they're going to be giving rewards for them. The first reward isn't very good. It's measuring tape. It's just another rehashed version of a fiber wire. But so you complete 5 featured contracts for that, you get measuring tape. But the second one, which is complete 15 featured contracts to unlock the handyman wrench, that's pretty good. The third one and fourth one, it says redacted unlock. I'm assuming that's because they haven't decided what it's going to be. It's probably going to be another reskin of a golf ball or some shit like that. I don't know, but you get a reward for completing 25 featured contracts and a reward for completing 40. That's going to take a long time considering they're only going to release 5 a month. But again, that's just them trying to drip feed content for Hitman 2. Anyway, next we're going to have some more other issues that they apparently fixed. We fixed an issue that would cause Discover Cuba challenge in the ICA facility not to progress to an unlock. I don't know what that is, so I'm just going to move on from that. Save load cycles. We fixed a handful of issues that are caused by save loading and specific challenges. To basically, if you reload a save, it can fuck up some challenges, and that has been a major issue, so I'm glad they fixed that at least. Aim assist snap. We've fixed an issue that could cause the aim assist snap to be incrementally higher if a player uses it in quick succession after a kill. I don't know, it's probably a nerf. No, IO Interactive. We've fixed the rare issue that could cause players to receive 0 points on their final scoreboard. This is caused by performing very specific actions followed by a save reload cycle. Again, it's another save reload problem that they've apparently fixed. Crashes they've fixed on PS4. I'll test that when we do some kill 'em alls eventually. Fast target. We've made a change to ensure that the fast target option works consistently. I'm hoping that means it actually works in Hitman 2, because it doesn't really work properly in Hitman 2, as I've noticed so far. In Hitman Season 1 it was a lot better. You could snap onto targets and get headshots quite quickly, and this one it didn't seem to work very well. We fixed an issue that could cause location mastery trophies achievements to remain locked after earning mastery outside of main campaign missions. Players can now expect to unlock the achievement trophy whenever they reach that max mastery level. I've been having no problems with that, so I don't know why that's a fix. Helicopter exit. Helicopter exit. What? We fixed an issue where An emergency escape hatch in the bottom of the Miami helicopter would trigger if the exit cinematic was skipped, resulting in Agent 47 falling out and floating behind it. Okay. LOC down, lockdown. We've fixed a number of issues with fonts, overlapping text, and special. I'm guessing that's the reason why they changed the font of the timer at the top of the screen. The Colombian Carnage. We've removed the option to take cover against the mansion gate in San Antonio. Okay. That was fast. We've fixed an issue where saving and loading in Miami could cause a global innovation race to end almost immediately. It was also confusing Diana a bit, so we had to fix it. I think I also fixed the fact that Diana talks too much in the game. Is there not? Can't we just get an option to turn her off? Because she's really fucking annoying in Hitman 2. And yeah, she keeps talking over dialogue, and that's one of the most frustrating things when you're playing this game. But I'm assuming they're not going to do that. But they have fixed that problem anyway with the reloading the save. So when people was reloading a save, Diana would say 47, the race is on its last lap, and then immediately she'll say 47, the race is over. Even after like 30 seconds after you've started the game. But they fixed that now, so that's pretty cool. This is another issue that's people have been complaining about, is the tranquilizer ammo. We fixed an issue that would cause the tranquilizer, the gun, to lose ammo when reloading a save. Reload a save, you'll all of a sudden have 0 tranquilizers in your gun. I think you only get 2 to begin with anyway, so it's not really... They should just give you more ammo. What's the point of even using it? It's not very effective anyway, unless it's really close range, and you may as well just subdue them if that's the case. None shall pass. We've added a progress bar to the None shall pass challenge on the Isle of Scale. Can't remember what that is. I think it's something to do with the night. I think I've already completed it anyway. The sound of XP. We've fixed an issue where the audio cues for unlocking performance XP would still trigger when players have toggled the HUD score to off. Right, okay. Pain as immunity. We've fixed an issue where the Agent 47 can get away with murder by blending in as a painter in Mumbai. Now guards will engage in open fire. He'll probably still get away with it. Is that a joke, or is that them saying that they didn't really fix it? I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Autosave heads up display. The small icon in the bottom right corner of the screen when it indicates whether you can save or not is now toggled off by default. Okay. Wilton Creek loading UI. We've made a change to the objective icon visible during the loading screen for Wilton Creek in order to describe the objectives fully. Okay. Bus stopped. We've fixed an issue that it could make it impossible to exit in a created contract in Mumbai if the main exit bus was used. Okay, these are the things that I wasn't even aware of to begin with. Too much sugar. We've fixed an issue where Agent 47 could insert an infinite number of coins into a vending machine by concealing a coin in the briefcase. We laughed at this one, but it's still been fixed. Is that what it is now? So if they find something funny, they'll just keep it in the game? I don't know. It's the same thing with the whole briefcase issue. They've got the homing launcher thing. I think it's ridiculous, but they still won't fix it just because it's funny. And the people on forums seem to enjoy it, so that's why they seem to keep it in the game. Nonetheless, moving on. Sensitive security. We fixed an issue that could cause some car alarms to trigger in Miami without any player interaction. I'm guessing like at the start of Miami, when you leap over the wall at the start, the car at the beginning, the alarm goes off, and it triggers the 2 people that are talking. There's a woman and a guy speaking, and that could be it. That's the only thing, any issue I've noticed with that. Hidden targets. We've fixed an issue where the unconscious targets could be placed into cupboards in some rare cases. I haven't seen that personally. The butler disguise was previously not required for the Chameleon challenge in the Isle of Scale. Now it is. Okay. Here's another one that people have been complaining about a lot. Postal insurance. The priceless challenge has been removed from the game on all platforms because the packages were indestructible. Mr. Batty will be pleased for now. What does that mean? So they've removed it because they couldn't fix it. Okay. They did the same sort of thing with the Adrian Eclipse in Season 1 Escalation. The thing was broken, so instead of fixing it, they just removed it. Anyway, Triumph Trigger. We've fixed an issue that could prevent the fireworks and confetti from triggering the sea area walks onto the podium. Yeah, I've noticed that myself. We've fixed a visual issue in the main menu that could cause the challenges completed number to break into 2 lines when players reach double figures. Alright. 1 a day. We've fixed an issue where an apple will be considered a legal item in Winston Creek on casual difficulty level. Isn't it all difficulty levels that's a legal item? And it's not just Winston Creek either, isn't it? other maps as well. I've noticed it in Isle of Skill. There's an illegal item there, so it's not just casual difficulty in Wigton Creek. Nonetheless, briefcase, don't worry, it's not that fixed, the one that I was talking about a little bit earlier. We've fixed an issue. It was preventing some players from accessing the aluminium traveler's briefcase. Check your inventories. So all those people that had Season 1 and they got the Legacy Pack through Hitman 2, they can now get their aluminium briefcase transferred over, so they get one for free, which is nice of them to fix that problem. Also, with the last of elusive targets, it says we've fixed an issue that prevented eligible players from being rewarded with the Terminus suit for completing an elusive target with the Silent Assassin rating. So people were getting Silent Assassin rating and then wasn't getting awarded with the Terminus suit, and hopefully they've said they've fixed that now. So I don't know what that means. They'll be able to get their suits back now, or in the next elusive target they'll be able to get it. I don't know. We'll soon find out. Elusive target says we've made some subtle changes to the communication when attempting to launch the elusive target that isn't live yet. The intention is to give more information to the player and have it feel less like an error message. Don't really know what it's trying to say there. Ghost mode improvements. Timer stacking. We've added a new mechanic that adds 20 seconds to the opponent's target countdown clock for each consecutive notice target kill pacification you perform. For example, one notice kill equals a regular 20 seconds. A consecutive notice kill will result in additional 20 seconds being offered to your opponent, up to a maximum of 80 seconds. Okay. We've made this change to further encourage unnoticed kills. Isn't that just giving a huge advantage to the player that's already in the lead? So basically, if you've been pacifying people and getting spotted doing that, the person that's on the other side is going to get an additional 20 seconds to take out the target. But if that person's already in the lead by like 3-0, isn't the person that's just making mistakes going to just leave? It's just going to encourage it even more. They should be balancing ghost mode out. I don't know how, but maybe, I don't know, maybe giving them less time to take out the target after, just so the person that's behind can catch up. Because right now it's not balanced, and that's the reason why I don't play it anymore. Ghost PIP. We've fixed an issue that could cause the PIP camera or PIP or picture-in-picture camera in ghost mode to be too dark if the kill is performed indoors. I haven't really noticed that myself. We fixed an issue where the audio cues for the player in picture-in-picture camera are played even when players have disabled it. We've added the challenge menu to the ghost mode lobby. We've added a sound effect that plays when they're connected to another lobby. It sounds like a whoosh ka-ching, but we recommend to play ghost mode to hear it for yourself. I think I know what I mean. We've disabled the mission timer option while playing ghost mode. Don't really know why. Consider assassin. We've fixed an issue in ghost mode that can cause inconsistency with explosive devices. So you've got a challenge where you've got to kill a target. That has to be the last kill, and you have to kill them with an explosion. Sometimes you try and kill a target with the explosion, they wouldn't even die. They would just knock them out, which is crazy. You could put a rubber duck right next to their feet, explode it, and they won't die. They just get knocked out. Silly, but that's just how it is. And the final ones, as you got the ghost mode announced, will now declare victory or defeat at the end of a completed match. Legacy Pack specific improvements. That word there, that line there, I can't pronounce because it's a different language. We've fixed an issue where raising the temperature of the sauna in Hokkaido could insta-kill the NPCs in the sauna. Now they'll leave the room as expected. That only was happening because people were reloading saves, and it would cause it to break. It wasn't okay. I don't know how that was really an issue. If you don't reload the save, that wouldn't have happened in the first place. I've tested it multiple times, and it worked every single time as long as you don't reload the save. But I'm glad it's fixed anyway, because it was a lot of I was getting a bunch of complaints about it, as if it was my fault. Shadow Man. We fixed an issue on Xbox One that could cause shadows in Marrakesh to behave erratically near the APC turret controls. Frequently asked questions part 2. We strongly recommend that any players who are having issues with the Legacy Pack check the Legacy Pack FAQs. Now there's a bunch of PC specific improvements. I don't personally play PC, but go to the map and press M to directly go to the map. Do not pass challenges. Do not collect. Okay, that's a joke. Screen space with shadows. We've added a new graphics option. Screen space shadows. Toggle on to give a high quality shadow detail. Reflection quality. We've added a new graphics option for reflection quality. Toggle off low. Motion blur. We've added a new graphics option for motion blur. Dynamic sharpening. SLI performance. Simulation separation. It's all there. But the most important thing is the trespassing system fixed. When I say that, I mean, if you didn't know before, if you enter a trespassing area and you get spotted by an NPC, this simply will not affect your Silent Assassin rating. And even though you are spotted in a trespassing area, you'll get the rating anyway. I'll just basically said the same thing in 2 different ways, but yeah, I don't care. But yeah, I'm showing you the clip here. This is a Silent Assassin suit only in Paris. Probably the easiest Silent Assassin suit on the entire series of the current gen Hitman. But you know, I always do the same thing. I always pick up this fireworks remote and go upstairs, and I launch it. So I drop my weapon up. I'm going to get purposely spotted in this area by this guard. This is exactly what I did in my previous testing video, just to make sure this all works. And it doesn't appear to have any change whatsoever, which is quite sad and quite disappointing. They didn't even mention it in the article, even though it's probably the #1 problem in the game right now, which currently makes it kind of unplayable for me. You know, you're talking about fundamental Hitman mechanics here, and if they really want this to work, how can you keep releasing updates without fixing this problem? I simply do not understand that. And you're making subtle changes, like the font of the clock at the top. Like, where are your priorities? This is a bit different to a normal video I would do. Normally I would be a lot more nicer than I'm trying to be. But at the end of the day, I don't really care anymore when it comes to giving my opinion. If you guys don't like it, which that's fair enough, I'm going to get dislikes on this video regardless, because that's what always happens when it comes to me sharing my own opinions, whether it's positive or whether it's negative or whatever. But that just seems to be the case these days. I haven't really been posting any content the past week. I've been contemplating quitting YouTube altogether in regards to, well, there's a whole bunch of things which I won't really go into detail because there's no point at the end of the day. But anyway, let's just finish off the rest of this video and show the end result. I don't know what I'm going to do from this point, because I did say previously that if they didn't fix this problem in the next update, I won't be playing it. I won't be playing videos, because if I put a video out there based on these current rules, then people are just going to complain in the future if it does get fixed. I don't know if they are going to fix it or not. They haven't even acknowledged it as far as I know. But I don't know. There's an elusive target in a few days' time as well. So I don't really know what to do at this point on time on YouTube. I'm considering just not doing anything at all. I really don't know at this point. I don't know.